What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to this afternoon's Anfield Agenda news roundup. There is a lot for me to get through, so I'm going to skip the usual intro and get straight into the story. I'm going to start off with the breaking news today. News that, quite frankly, I don't believe. I got to put this out here at the start. But the breaking news today is that Liverpool expect Mohamed Salah to stay and are planning for him for at least another campaign. The 31-year-old has given no indication that he wants out, and contract is to be addressed in due course. That was originally posted by David Ornstein of The Athletic. Since, we've seen the likes of Paul Joyce come in with his say as well, and I'll go through that in a moment. But for me, I want to get out in front of this and say that I've no problem whatsoever if Mohamed Salah stays at the football club and is given a contract extension. I just don't believe the briefing today to the journalists that Liverpool are going to look to try and tie him down. I think this is all just PR spin. This is my take on it. But I'm going to go through and give you more information on it, and of course want to know what you guys have to say. So Paul Joyce then came out and said, Mohamed Salah is expected to stay at Liverpool next season. Richard Hughes will lead talks on a fresh deal for Salah before the forward's contract ends in the summer of 2025. That was followed on with, the intention is that Salah, who turns 32 in June, will have an important role to play in the club's future under Arne Slot. Now, I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I'm absolutely fine if Mo gets a new deal. I don't think he deserves a pay rise, but if the club view that Mo's still got plenty of gas left in the tank and they want to keep him involved, I have no issues with that whatsoever. I just don't believe it. I don't believe that Michael Edwards, knowing what we know about him, will have looked at the situation and thought to himself that Liverpool will want to commit more funds to it. Now, there is a possibility that the play here could be allow Mo to go into his final year, and then if they don't think they can extend, or if Mo's form isn't showing signs that an extension warrants it, maybe they pull what in my opinion will be a crazy move and let him leave for free after his contract expires. I feel like the longer or the closer we get to Mo going into his final year, the more likelihood it is that he will run down that contract and leave. So I don't believe that we're going to see an extension. Maybe I'm wrong, and I'm absolutely open to be wrong. I just don't see it personally because of Michael Edwards' background, because of what we know about him. But this is the story that is being briefed today to the journalists. So the club have obviously come out and said, we think Mo's going to stay, and you can look at it whichever way you want. My view is they're either trying to say that it's not going to be an easy sale if Saudi or anybody else wants to come in for him. But then again, I could be completely wrong on all of this, and it could just be a genuine attempt to get Mo to stay at the club, sign a new deal, and we'll see what happens over the next couple of months. I don't think we've certainly heard the last of this, but it does look like the priority now for Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards will be to sit down with Trent, with Virgil, and with Mo, whose contracts all run out at the end of next season, and try and figure it out. And look, we'll take this as it has been presented to us on face value and see what happens. I do really want to know what you guys think about it, though. We've run many a poll on the channel over the last couple of weeks, and everybody is pretty much leaning in the direction of time to sell. So I am genuinely interested to see what you guys feel about this. I don't know if it's right or wrong. It is what it is, and I genuinely mean that when I say it. Like, I look at this situation and I can see all sides of it. I have my own view on it, but that doesn't necessarily mean my view is the right one. I just feel, like I've said many times, it's better to sell a player a year too early than a year too late. And I don't like the idea of Mo or Trent or Virgil leaving for free in a year's time. I think that would be madness when there's a potential 70, 80, 100 million quid to be had. But that's just my view on it. Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards have briefed this. Let's see if they follow through, and let's see if we do hear anything on a contract extension. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. There is more to come though, and there is plenty of stories to stay with us for, so don't go anywhere. Over the next 3 or 4 minutes I'm going to go through them as quickly as I can. So, big vote took place today, and Martin Ziegler reported Premier League clubs agree in principle for a spending cap known as anchoring to TV earnings of the bottom club. Understood, Manchester City, Manchester United and Aston Villa voted against it, and Chelsea abstained. Will now go to an AGM. So, shock horror, that the clubs with money there, Chelsea abstained, Nobody's surprised there. Manchester City and Aston Villa, clubs with, very, very wealthy owners, have voted against it. And Manchester United, well, they probably believe that they can generate more revenue than this deal would allow them to as well. So they all voted against it, but you need 14 clubs to put this through, and it looks like they have the numbers. So it looks like we will see this new anchoring factor coming in, where clubs can only spend X amount of multiples of the lowest revenue from a TV club, or from a club from a TV deal. So let's wait and see what happens. Next story that I have for you guys is about Bakayoko. So we've been talking about Liverpool's apparent interest in the Eindhoven player. Now the story said Liverpool target Johan Bakayoko has reportedly piqued the interest of their Premier League rivals Brentford. Now, with all due respect, we shouldn't be outmuscled by Brentford, so if we really want to sign Bakayoko, I don't think it's going to be that big of a problem. I think that we go in, get the deal done, bing bang bosh. But if we don't want them, or we hang around, maybe Brentford have a look. You can see the appeal for Brentford as a bit of a stepping stone for Bakayoko into the Premier League. Prove himself there, maybe a bigger move. But again, I know how so many of you guys are fans of Bakayoko, so let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And the last story, which is a pretty big one to be fair, comes from Fabrizio Romano. And this story is one that I think we can all agree on. It's Liverpool and Feyenoord have signed all the documents for Arne Slot's imminent move to Liverpool as the new head coach. The official announcement is planned for this week. So there you go. A lot of people have been asking me over the past day or two, is it official? Is it a done deal? Yes, it is a done deal. Yes, it will become official. But as you can see from Fabrizio Romano, and as we first reported came out of the Netherlands as well, those documents have all been signed and completed. And Liverpool will make an announcement at some point this week about Arne Slot coming in as the new coach. I believe it's a 3-year deal, but don't hold me to that. That's just a number that's been doing the round. So what we do know for certain is Arne Slot will be the next Liverpool coach, and he will be unveiled, or it will be unveiled itself at some point this week. That is pretty much it for our early news roundup, my friends, but we have a lot to get through tonight as well. A little bit on the documentary actually before I finish up. It's set to air in August, but as of right now there is no streaming platform that has bought the rights to this documentary. It was believed that Disney Plus were leading, but they haven't as of yet come forward with an offer. So right now, even though it's set to air in August, there is no streaming platform that has come forward and put the money down on the table or got an agreement with Liverpool for this documentary. So let's wait and see what happens with that. All of this and a lot more we will cover tonight in the Late Night Agenda at 8:30. Hope you guys can join me for it, because I'm really interested to know your thoughts on the Slot situation, the Salah situation, and the documentary situation as well of course as Ref Watch, which we'll talk about a little bit later on. Shock Horror, they're always in agreement with each other and always looking out for each other's backs, but I've got an opinion on that and I will go through it tonight at 8:30. So I will look forward to catching up with you guys then. Do drop a like on the video if you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and as you can see in the bottom corner, the tickets for our Dublin and Belfast shows are on sale. Hope to see you there, but most importantly, hope to see you tonight at 8:30. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.